Welcome back to our channel, guys. With our GNT IRL tournament here in Miami at KingSlayerCards, we have Ricochet, aka Lord First Misukage with Impassioned Speech, and he made it all the way to top 8. Those who don't know, Ricochet here is the only one who reached Kage level in our server and is repping Mist Village.
Let's
All 8
go.
players in top 8. Yeah, let's go. All 8 players in top 8 this year are from Florida, aka Mist Village. Last year, a lot of top 8 players were from the West Coast, aka Leaf Village, so it was pretty neat that we get to show out for our new Kage. Before we begin, Ricochet, is there any shout outs you would like to give?
Yeah, definitely want to shout out my day ones, Winters, Tino, Michael. We did a lot of testing before the event, and then also some guys from the server, such as Aram and Nima. They helped in refining and making sure I was up to snuff that the day of. So it's important to get your reps in before these tournaments.
Very nice. Yeah, it seems like Winters was the guru of the event, man. He helped a lot of people, including myself. He also helped one of my good buddies, Oscar, Team Foundation, baby. Let's go. He seemed to help a lot of people, and I'm super happy that he was.
Hey, I helped him too. Hey, don't let him, get
Yeah,
all the
that
credit,
is true.
man. Listen, I was like, hey, this is what you play, how you feel. I was his therapist basically for. It's like I don't know why you play. I was like, hey, go with your heart, man.
Let's go. Well, I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and start with what you got. Let's see the spice.
All right, so nothing too crazy. Shout out to Tyler. He played a very similar deck as well in Passion Puppets. I believe I came across the deck list from Drop Shop, and I think he got the list from Drainer Sun. So shout out to Drainer Sun for coming up with a majority of this list. Of course, some tweaks with what's going on in the meta, but let's get into it. So we have three childhood Gara, draw one, and we know what it is. Turn into Gara tomorrow later on. Pretty good, nice stats. Nothing more to say here. We have two Hinare. Take a peek in the hand, draw, filter a little bit, get some
Yeah,
information.
Hanari, man, I found out in the tournament that revealing your opponent's hand is cost. So you can't stop that. Like you see their hand as cost, and then you get to respond, which is
Oh yeah,
absolutely insane.
yeah. And good thing I
I
didn't
didn't
have to
know that.
draw because yeah, that Hinata was whew, problems. And then we have Tushino, make a extra body. We have a blocker potentially. Sometimes you can pair it with the insect coin with someone like uh, Eno, so you can constantly heal and stall a little bit, buy your turn or two, prevent some battle rewards, and sometimes you can rush depending on what's going on. Hataru, draw, become a pretty big body if needed. Good stats. Nothing much more to say about her.
Very
So
good staple. She's in most decks.
yeah, she's pretty good. And then we move on to the ones. We have one black ant can turn into black ant conqueror, and then also preventing our opponent from swinging out with the team that was blocked if a manipulation was in it. Crow, good stats, the ability to draw. Sometimes it comes up. Feels really good when you have two crows in the team with a manipulation ninja that's draw two for just blocking, and then sometimes you can find answers off of that. Tamari, take
Side.
care of your opponent a little bit, get in their hand and disrupt it, find out what their game plan is, and yeah, card knowledge is important. And then one Eno, having the ability to block, and then also adding a +1 entrance cost to females. Doesn't really come up in this deck, but I guess there could be things that reduce entrance costs and things of that nature. So kind of get you up there, but maybe not get you over the hump in terms of entrance costs.
She was also really good against me. Like she's a medical ninja, so like you
Yeah,
had a team to block. She's actually really spicy in the deck.
yeah, it's definitely helped out there. And then, yeah, the mental power. So I wasn't getting completely blown out by mental power decks and stuff like that. So, Every little bit of mental power helps as well. And then I also use Ferocious Punch. She is another female for that. So not bad, not bad. And then we move on to our twos. We have two Sakura. She flash points herself out, makes an extra body that can manipulate your hand a little bit, see what else you can dig into. And then if you know your opponent's going to swing in for some battle rewards, you can manipulate that a little bit. And it's like, all right, well, I'll say bye bye to a couple cards. Um, and then the good thing too is during your mission phase, unlock ADP, which is Exchange of Jutsu, which isn't the most terrible thing, but also sets up for another way of going about it. And then beautiful thing too is if the reinforcement gets blown out or something happens to it, for the most part, this should come back. So you can also use it with certain situations, like certain jutsus that move a ninja back into the hand, and then also with a mission card that moves ninjas back into hand as well. So you're not missing that body because you're going to get it back. Um, we have father and mother. Very important to get some protection. Comparative is rampant, and other counter mission cards are very rampant. There's other ninja effects that affect our game plan as well. So definitely needed
Very
that.
good card.
Thank you to
Very good.
Nima for telling me to put this in the main. I don't know why this wasn't in the main. I was tripping, and he made me
Yeah, that card is bonkers, man. Bonkers.
aware
I
of
also
that.
noticed you play a small puppet package, so I was like, it's interesting to see that. But
Yeah, my package is nice. I like the package that I'm working with. And then we'll move on to the turn threes. We have two Udakatas. So I'll be able to draw two cards and then sometimes manipulate my opponent's chakra. I felt No Hand Water was a bit of a challenge. So being able to take Chidori's out or their negates, maybe even some of their key ninjas that um, they might be setting up for, and then also, hey, you draw one more card as well. You can say no to that. And then we have Conqueror Tactician. We know what
very
it
good.
is with him. He's pretty good, sets up nice board presence and everything like that. I usually search out my father and mother, get that all going, and maybe get a little bit comfortable with squatting and doing other things without the worry of comparative. But you know, there's always Subaru, right? Abizo, he's the main man of the deck. I wish there was more, but hey, I get it. He's sick. Uh,
Sick.
yeah, he's a sicko. Brings in the third Kazekage or other puppet ninjas. If I'm able to make him a flashpoint ninja, flash him out, get more puppet ninjas out.
More value out of him. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool, man. It's pretty
yeah.
spicy.
And then we move on to our turn four. We have Kurenai, our one and only.
Really
Uh,
good card.
during my top eight match, I was stalling so much with her. Um,
Monster.
yeah, I just gave up after a certain point. I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna fight the guy who owns the server. I'm just gonna let him have it. This this
Valid.
card alone gives this guy nightmares. We've played in a server tournament and she's come up clutch MVP. She always sort of shows up when I need her the most. But you know, I let her down. I let her down. I was like, I can't do it no more.
No. I
Um,
can't.
but another cool thing too is with impassioned speech is if I do it during my opponent's turn, I get an extra draw off of that.
Yeah.
So it's just like a two for +1. I don't know, like a little filter sort of thing. And then yeah, I can bring her back into my hand with Sasori. I can bring her back in my hand with my other Connor mission. Also play the Jutsu to put her back into my hand. So there's some pretty funky stuff you can do with her. Um, so sorry, he's that guy. Sometimes I'm able to
Best
use.
Asori.
What was that?
I said best Asori in the game.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. He's up there for sure. Definitely serves the purpose. Nice stats, mental power, ambush. He does it all. And I was able to use his base form for his effect to just steal a ninja for zero, whatever their chump blocker is. Hey, sometimes I use their chump blocker to become a chump blocker. I haven't really gotten into anything where I'm able to squad into something else, utilizing the ninja that I was able to take at a cost. And then, I definitely love being able to go into the different reinforcements that he can become. I usually went into the Sasori puppet mode that allows me to put a puppet into, oh, not a puppet, a ninja into hand at the end of the turn. So mess up their board presence a little bit, and if I put a Bezo back, I'm able to reuse Bezo again and get some more puppets. So, you lose one, I lose one. Haha, nope. I'm putting two out there next turn.
Yep.
And then, the man himself, the puppet himself,
Big
the
boy.
third Kazekage, Mastery, wonderful stats, big boy. Put something back in their hand, it becomes a battle award, which is nice. So it's like, okay, cool. You hydro pumped. I'll just put this back next turn. Nah, it's becoming a battle award. So unless you're getting them out of battle awards somehow, the threat or whatever it was that was on board is staying there.
Yep. It combos with that Sasori puppet mode that you were talking about earlier, that how you were looping over the Karanai. Like if you had the Kazekage out, you would BR everything
Yeah.
instead.
Every turn, it's a battle award. We can't beat that. The game is about battle awards for the very for the most part. We're gonna get into the missions.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see what it is.
All right. We have three loss, and early draw. Not bad. Get into your decks. Find some things that you need. Also, it's even. So if you're playing against people who play pain decks that can show up, it's kind of important to kind of be able to counterbalance that. And pain is very popular
Very
in these.
popular. There was a lot. There was a lot of void in the tournament this year and last year. Unfortunately, no tops from them, which is surprising.
Yeah. We have two entrustment. Why don't we play three? Well, pain, right?
Yep.
Um, and then it's a turn later, and sometimes that can be the difference maker. But the plus is very valuable. So, hey, if I wouldn't blame a person for playing three and cutting down a loss or playing around with the ratios of missions if they wanted to for the plus three draw. Three tiers, three of search
Deck
out,
searcher.
yeah, for what we need, and then entrustment to refill the hand later on later turns. Great value that you get out of that. And then the card that you discard, if you're playing Conqueror's Tenacity, hopefully you've discarded a ninja card, so you'll end up getting it back later. So just a killer search mission, and it's even, which is important. Two impassioned speech. Um, what's neat about this is, yeah, of course, being able to flashpoint some things so you can do some really sick stuff. So you can draw some extra cards with Gara, get some hand knowledge with Hanare, take some jutsus with Tamari. Hey, I played my Ibizo, Sibiru, or
Oh,
comparative chain
chain.
flashpoint. All right, I'll try again next turn. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Why
Um,
not three? Why not three of Impassioned Speech?
I don't know. I'm a nut decker. So they played two. I played two. But no. In all seriousness, I think three would kind of clog it up. Um, this it is what it is. The game state is where it's at in terms of where the sets are. And Hina is rampant. If people mainboard Hinas, people sideboard Hinas. I remember a game against Lade where I'm like, all right, cool, impassioned speech. I'm gonna at least one draw off of this, and he's like, search. Hina. Okay, well, my vanilla puppet ninja just comes out here, doesn't even get me an extra draw. Thanks a lot. So there's a lot of hate for the impassioned speech, and then there's also the water card, friendship and sorrow, and she
Yeah, that
knows and other
flatters.
things. So yeah, I mean, if you can get one
The
use out
full
of it,
copy.
it's done its thing. I'm sorry, will you say something?
No, no, I was just saying, with that in mind, I would think, three would be the sweet spot just because mission hate would be so rampant.
Yeah. And this game is about hand advantage too. So it's like, all right, I got two cards out of my hand. How many times am I gonna draw, go into my deck, and also what am I gonna get out of it? Dangerous thing about flash pointing is things like things like Shimon, and other you can't put in play ninja cards. So sometimes you impassion speech, that's like your whole gimmick, and you end up paying for it. So it can be part of the plan, but I wouldn't say it's the entire plan. So you gotta play carefully when you're flashpointing stuff out. I've paid the cost. So playtesting has made me aware of like what my opponents can also do to me. So I'm not only trying to play the game; they're trying to stop me from playing the game. Um, and then to disarm it, really neat card. And what it says is that the player with the most ninja moves two ninjas back into their hand, and then the player with the least amount of ninja moves back one. Sometimes I end up being the ninja person with the most, and I could put two things back. Sometimes it's an injured ninja and something that will give me an additional ninja, something that's been comparative that I want to get their effect off, or any other things. Hey, something that might be poison coined. So those ninjas go back into hand, and then also combos with the Kaze Kage, which is good. So whatever they put back, sometimes people forget. I try to be the nice guy. I'm like, hey, before you put anything back, think about it. And sometimes they put back a key piece, and it's like, all right, I asked you, so that's going in battle awards. Um, and then Conqueror's Tenacity. Hey, what can we say? We can draw two, get back something that was discarded either through losing a battle or was discarded with Eno's Tears, something that was maybe discarded from chakra being eaten or anything like that. Kurenai, and then plus two entrance cost for Conqueror. Hey, that's a Hydro Pump potentially on turn three. Two ninjas going back into your hand. I don't think that's a bad thing. Um, and then we're getting to the jutsus. We have one Hydro Pump. We know what it is. With that, hey, so I haven't used it with Sasori that I can remember as of recently. But yeah, you have the opportunity to discard the target instead. But if you have your Kazekage there, you probably just want to utilize his mastery and the fact that it's going to turn into a battle word. Reverse tetragram, potential board wipe, reset certain things. With Gara Tamara, it becomes extremely deadly because, yeah, you can minus two their entrance cost and turn a two entrance cost into a zero, which is just zero pop, or just making things cheaper to pop with the reverse. Two ferocious punch. I was advised to use another negate that gives a plus two, but I also just like the fact that this negates, discards, and damages a ninja. So I can hear cases for both. So you can get the potential OV by using the other jutsu, which I'm forgetting the name of. It's the one with Danzo in the picture, which
If
is a
you use
negate.
that with Garo Tamari, you can master Ferocious Punch too, so it's just a really good card in
Yeah,
the deck.
nasty, nasty. I usually have enough females too, so just gotta block intelligently or as best as you can. Hopefully, there's a female out there. You should be. Um, Wind pressure damage, pretty good there. You're able to. move a ninja back into hand. Um,
Yep.
and
Combos with their Kazekage. You could put
mm-hmm,
them into BR with that too. It's such a good card.
yeah, yeah, get your Kurenai back, get your Abizo that's been comparative, and the comparative is off of it, or even dehydrated, which I found to be helpful. It's like, all right, well, got dehydrated. Well, you go ahead and swing at me. I'm gonna try Abizo again next turn.
Yeah. I
Um,
would think with a dehydration it would be good, but comp wouldn't work
no, no,
because
no, no, no. I'm saying after the comp is off.
yeah, check off
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, two turns later. Hey, if you want to comp my vanilla Ibiza again, hey, so be it. You must know what's in my hand. Um, and then three Sand Tomb. Um, yeah, Sand
Very
Ninjas
strong.
can use it. So my Gara that turns into Gara Tamari and the Kazekage. A nice little snipe there. And that's it.
Very nice. And then we can see that side deck if you have.
No, you don't get to see that. No, I'm joking. Okay. Give me a second here. Um, yeah, side deck was a little tough. We have Hina at two. We know what this
Yep.
kitty does. Deals with some problematic cards that are permanent in terms of missions. Um, Not much more to say about Hina there. So this kind of did help a little bit when it came to Crying in Vain, which is a major hater card, or the Earth Lightning can't put in play cards. Help me out here, Lade. What's that one called?
Oh, heart to heart.
Heart to Heart, yeah, helps out with
Yep.
that, but didn't come across anything like that. Comparative, our favorite, our king. What's a format without comparative strength, right?
Yep.
Um, it's necessary. It's a necessary situation. So stop some of their key ninja effects. Put in play something a ninja that has a specific jutsu that I know that they have in their hand that I can stop them for at least maybe two turns. Got to remember to use your comparatives that are in your hand that you side for. So
Yeah.
that's key. Um, Two Sasuke Uchiha Friesen Eyes.
Spicy.
Uh, Come across dogs, come across annoying things that are turn ones. So catting,
It's good against pain. Kills all their animals in animal
yeah,
path.
yeah, kills
Really
the
good against them.
pains. Mabui, some of those other search setup cards, um, and some other ones that
It's even good against a mirror match if they don't have father mother.
yeah,
Blow up all their puppets.
yeah, get rid of their guard Tamari that they're setting up for turn five. So it has some nasty implications. Can also hurt you too, but I mean, at a certain point, you should be alright. Um, Two secret books. So stop the key mission cards. So rules. Is it a medical ninjas where
Yeah,
you can
medical
swing
ninjas, NBS,
MBS, things of that
probably.
nature. Pressure. Some of those like, hey, I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna try to swing out free game. You can stop a couple of those, or you kind of see they're in a certain spot and they're like kind of looking to dig, and it's like, nah, go ahead and draw this mission again and try again. So reset them, have them suffer through it. And then we have one Alliance of Evil. Like I said, water I think was the hardest matchup. I was expecting to see more water. I played two water decks in a row. Last year I played three out of the five water decks. So it's like, yeah, just my luck. I'm going to come across water players. And that I did.
What's your what's your water hand cost for that?
Zero. Actually, I have Hotaru and
Nice.
Utakata. But the neat thing, thank you for setting me up. While the opponent has eight or more chakra, this mission card gets -2 interest cost and -1 hand cost. So we play it really early, and then also has no hand cost if
Oh,
they meet those conditions. So water is gonna get a lot. Lightning decks make a lot of chakra, so that can also
Yeah.
help and get them set up. So it's like, yeah, get all your chakra together and then slam this down.
Oh, very nice.
Were you looking for this? And then
One more Piranha.
one more
Yes.
current eye. If it's a really rushy deck or I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable with their game plan, what they have going on, I can just side her out and have another go at it, find her a little bit easier. And then in terms of the reinforcements, we got our puppet mode Sasori. We got two of them. Talked about it earlier. Mental power, mastery, great
Yeah.
stats. If it happens to die, yeah, you draw two cards. And then, yeah,
Helps you
you're
loop stuff. Yep.
helps you
Helps you loop a lot.
help you loop stuff, things that have
Yeah,
been
it's really good.
comparative and whatnot, and stall, fun stuff. And then puppet mode, Sasori turn 7. If you happen to
Yeah.
have some of your puppet
Puppets
ninjas,
in you.
yeah,
You have a small
non-unique.
puppet lineup,
So
so I
yeah,
don't see you coming into that a lot. But yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty good.
it's there when you need it. Better to have it and
Yep.
not
Then
need
not to
it,
have it.
and need
Agree.
it not have it, as they say. Three guard Tamaris because yeah, people
So
play female and childhood Tsunade can become a problem. So you don't want her hitting one of the few guard Tamaris that you have. Uh, and just wonderfully statted, mastery, female, -2, just wow. We have Inner Sakura, 3 of, dig into the deck, Trump Blocker, uh, MVP Caliber, Reinforcement, 1 Black and Conqueror. If
very
you
strong card.
are,
Why not three?
why not what?
Why not three of them?
Because they don't allow it. Um, that would be, oof, that'd be tough. But I mean, in this format and stuff like comparative, have you ever been idle comraded? Oh, feels gross. So yeah, you'd be lucky to even get it off once. Sibiru. Anyway, Conqueror Tamari
Oh,
Gara can't come up,
Trios.
hasn't come up. Giving up 3 ninjas to go into this, I'm sure. There are times where that could happen, and again, better to have it than need it and not have
It's
it.
really it's really cool. So people sleep on this card. I actually really like this card because if I have Gara Tamari on the field, right, and I blow your hand up,
Mm-hmm.
and then or if I know you have a Jutsu and I already have Gara Tamari, all I got to do is deploy Kankuro, squad into the trio, and squad again Gara Tamari to get rid of the card that you don't want.
Nasty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
card's really good. The card's really good. It's situational
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Sibiru.
though.
We have our Shino, Kiba. We wish, right? Hey, if we're able to take a Kiba, we can go into this, get extra use
Yeah.
out of our Shino, make something a little bit bigger and filter a little bit. Hasn't come up.
Yeah, discard a card. You discard a card and anyway Seabeer?
Yep.
Let's go.
Naruto, the Kage one. Yeah, there's some funky stuff I would have to do to be able to turn a turn three into. Well, their turn three Naruto would have to die, but hey, it it could happen.
Mhm.
Gotta aim high. Um, and then we have this over here, Sasori Datara. If they organize in a certain way with 1 ninja each, which did come
Oh
up
yeah.
on one of the games, but I'm not sure if I decided to go into the other Sasori. I probably did. Um, and
The card's
paying,
really
you only pay at the organization phase, which is pretty good, so you don't have to worry about. Anyway, Sibiru. And
good.
then uh, Kidomaru State 2. It could come up. They lose their turn 1 Kidomaru, and then, this doesn't have a hand cost or anything like that. And good effect if I'm able to get it off. But anyway, Sibiru. Uh, and that's basically the deck.
All right. Well, thank you for showing this spice, Mr. Lord First Misukage.
Oh,
You definitely
before
inspired. Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
to
yeah.
interrupt you. One last shout out to Tyler, who was also playing a very similar deck. During our
Said Tyler
last,
Bird.
yeah, we were faced off against each other, and we just said, all right, let's just draw and see who makes it. He made it last year, and he's like, hey, if you make it, I'm not even mad. You get the opportunity to represent the deck, and I let him down.
Shout
Nah,
out
nah.
to Tyler Bird. He's the man. You shouldn't feel that way.
No, no,
You
no,
did
no, no,
great,
no.
Lord First.
I did. I got tired, man. I was like, I can't keep
Oh
just
yeah,
putting this kunai into my hand. I need to
we
do
were all
something.
tired.
Yeah, man. Um,
Well,
mhm.
he did the noble sacrifice for his Misukage. Let's go.
Yeah. I appreciate him a lot for that.
Well, thank you for showing the sauce. I would like to ask a couple questions before I let you go.
Yeah,
Were there any? What were your toughest matchups this tournament?
yeah. Water. Because they don't have to go outside of themselves too much to stop the game plan. So, like I said, there was Shimon and Crying in Vain, and some of my opponents found it on turn one, sometimes turn two. So it's just like I'm just sitting on my hands, like my entire game plan is kind of wrecked. So Impassioned Speech, Ibizo putting an extra ninja out, Conqueror putting an extra ninja out during the exchange. It's just not happening. I just have to play the game fairly. Sometimes I don't mind that, and it's just like, all right, let me just play the game as I need to. The ninjas are greatly statted and stuff like that, but yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. Anything with mental to an extent was kind of tough to work around, and yeah, decks that sort of start doing things every turn. If I don't have father and mother, there's some sort of like ninja effect out there doing things. Can kind of be tough to kind of stabilize that, but yeah, that water decks in general were kind of scary.
Yeah, no hand water. It's a good deck. It's got top eight both events.
Hmm.
And then the last thing I'd like to ask you is, what cards in your deck were underwhelming, and what are some changes you think you may do later?
Anything that I can net deck. No, I'm joking. Duh, 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 duh. Underwhelming cards. Utakata, to an extent. I don't really pay the one win to start drawing a little bit more. He has great stats, but I believe there are earlier ninjas I could play. So maybe one more crow, maybe a salamander or something, or another, something earlier. Because yeah, as we know, bricking does not feel good. So sometimes drawing and not getting a zero and looking at a Utakata, it's like you could have been a turn zero or turn one. So yeah, him. But everything else is pretty good. I'm comfortable with the deck as it is for the most part.
Right. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you, Lord First, for your time. Thank you for showing your spice, and congratulations again on your top eight. If you guys watching here, we have a link in our description of the webcam GNT server. So if you're ever excited to play Naruto CCG, we're playing every day on the webcams, and every year we try to have one IRL. So hopefully we can catch you on the next time. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you, guys.